Happy New Year, everybody. It's January 11th, 2023, and today's the first day that I have the pleasure to substitute. I'm back over here at Ensign Intermediate School. And this past vacation, I was super busy almost every single day and every single night for 2 weeks typing in my book. 24 chapters in, 60,000 words. I'm just getting into student teaching, so I might have to do some editing later on, but I'm excited of how it's turning out. And once again, for the third time in my life, I am back here at room 52 subbing for my former history teacher right here at Ensign. I was inside this portable for quite a long time when I was in 8th grade, so it's good to be back. So far so good. It's bringing back memories to be in here. His prep period is second period, so I went over to a math teacher to see if I could help out. At first, this morning she said that they're doing a study guide and I could help out, but when I got there she realized that, well, I can't really do much but just observe, so I just chose to observe. And so first period was great. Third period just happened, and now it's break, and then the other 3 periods will follow after. And that is a wrap. My first day back as a substitute teacher went excellent. The students were happy to see me again, and some of them actually clapped when I said that I just got a math credential 5 days ago from the CTC, as well as, you know, this is the first day subbing in the year 2023, so can't wait to see where tomorrow will bring, wherever in the district I'll be, as I always say. And again, this was an excellent day. It's January 12th and I'm back over here at Newport Heights Elementary School, this time subbing for 3rd grades. I'm very excited about that. Already inside here and just about to set up and look over the sub notes. I really appreciate the cursive. When I was in 3rd grade, that's when I learned cursive here at the school, and I hear that they're not teaching it anymore, which I think is a shame, but at least they're teaching it here, or at least in this class. Well, so far so good. They're just out at recess right now, and I was just having a fun time helping a student with rounding numbers, especially to the nearest tens places, and it was very great. It was very rewarding to see how, like, he didn't get it at first, and then he got it, and he continued to get it, and that was just a rewarding experience. And then everybody else was having fun with their either ST Math or any of the other pre-approved activities, as they called it. So anyway, so far so good. What a day. I gotta sit down. Okay, so today was quite amazing, extraordinary, especially after the social studies lesson, which was after reading like part of a chapter of a Laura Ingalls Wilder book, and then taking them outside for PE, having them run 2 laps and then play sharks and minnows. I'm saying I almost lost my voice an hour ago. But anyway, it was very fun, honestly, and I really appreciated being here. They were a good class. They really enjoyed the juggling and all the tricks, all the magic tricks and everything. At the very end, well, actually earlier today, a couple of students really wanted to watch one of my YouTube videos. They kept on asking, and so at the end of the day, after everything, this person still wanted to watch a YouTube video, and I asked the class. They all wanted to. They were enthusiastic, and so I showed them a YouTube video of my 6th grade talent show, February 9th, 2007. I showed them that one. I'll link it in the card above, and one of the end screens was my juggling playlist, and the first one, the thumbnail, was when I was juggling 3 basketballs in a hoop. I mean, not like actual basketballs, one of those like Papa Shot, I think it was called, or something like that. Well, anyway, they wanted to watch that, so I showed that to them too. I will say this one thing, this key, this one little key, have been working all day. I think it was after lunch. I was at the store for minutes with all the 3rd graders surrounded around, and I was trying to get this key to turn. I turned it all the way one way, I turned it all the way the other way. I did everything normally. I heard the lock mechanism inside do its thing, whatever. It just wouldn't open. And, you know, we all took a walk or a jog around, and I tried the back door. This wouldn't even fit in the back door. I came all the way around, tackled this door for another minute or 2 or whatever, and finally worked. I opened it, and we're all, well, cheering, I guess. But it's something about NMUSD doors, because this is the first time actually that I had a fiasco with an NMUSD key while subbing. I mean, I guess few and far between, but it has happened, but nothing like this before. And that boy whom I was helping in ST Math, I was helping him later on in the day, and afterward he looks up to me and says, "Thanks for helping me." And I'm like, "It's my pleasure," so he got through his levels. And all throughout today, all day today, several students from several grades would always say hi to me. "Hi, Mr. Kenslow, good to see you." And I'm like, "Hello and Happy New Year." And I got to visit their famous Shark Tank, I guess, their school newsroom and everything. They had the green screen and they were doing video editing. And I'm like, well, this looks almost like Filmora. It wasn't, but it looks similar, and they were doing titles and everything. And I'm like, well, I'm a video editor, so I got to help out just a little bit. But that was the computer lab room when I was a student there, so it was good to be back in the room. Overall, it was an excellent day. First time subbing this teacher, 3rd grade, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. It's January 13th, and I'm back over here to conclude this week at Whittier Elementary School, subbing for 4th grade. First time getting to be here all year in 2023. I'm subbing here over in room 26, right next to the room that I subbed for the first time when I was a sub here at the school. When I first walked in, teachers, staff recognized me, were happy that I was here, and were happy about the news that I just got a credential a week ago. Just written down the schedule on the whiteboard behind me, and just like always, I divide the schedule with all of these incentives, if earned, and this is the first time I'm actually doing it on the whiteboard instead of paper, but I can't wait to show this to them. And just a continuation of penmanship. If they're done early, they could practice cursive if they want. Well, so far so good. They're out at lunch right now. This morning was kind of a bit like food truck packet everything. I mean, they're working on a packet and contains everything like ELA, mathematics, science, and social studies, and everything, or at least the entire project contains all 4 of those, and they've been working on their food truck drawings and everything. And then in the middle of the day between recess and lunch, it was more mathematical. They taught me a game that they played called Around the World, and they were practicing their math facts and everything. And then they did some ST math or silent reading they chose. And on the board I was showing them math shortcuts, like between 100 and 109, how to multiply that fast. And throughout the time being, there's a lot of students working on math and math shortcuts up here, while other people were on the Chromebooks, either at the desk or at the back wall over there, doing like Epic or ST Math. And periodically a lot of students would come up to me like, is this right, is that right, like, is 106 times 104, is it 11,024? And I would say, yes, that's right. And I started to go a little bit of the extra mile that I haven't taught yet. Suppose you have a number between 201 and 209, or if it's 501 and 509, what are the extra steps? I challenged them that. And then there's one person I was teaching the power rule of calculus, like doing derivatives and all that, and giving like a little preview to what trigonometry is going to be like. That went over her head, but I couldn't resist. At Royal Rangers, after I was learning calculus, I'm like, this is so much fun. And so I was teaching Royal Ranger boys calculus, like the power rule and all that. Like, these are 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and I just say, okay, this is all you have to do for the power rule. You don't know what derivatives are, but you got it right. So I have like over an hour and a half break right now, because after lunch they go straight to science and I pick them up at 1:35. Earlier today a few students were asking me if I know how to juggle, and so I thought I'd have a little fun with this. I asked them, so how do you juggle? And they said, well, you just go like this. And I took it and like I just dropped them and everything and pretended to juggle. So when I do juggle at the end, I thought I'd make a little joke. You know, talk about juggling, I was practicing, so this is what I got. But then somehow I have professional juggle bugs and clubs and basketball and 2 soccer balls. But I can't wait for that to happen. They're still in science. I'm about to pick them up here shortly, and they were just in the middle of an earthquake drill. Well, that's it. Today went very excellent. The students really enjoyed the juggling and all that at the end that they earned. And throughout the entire day, from flag deck to recess and onward, so many students whom I subbed for here in the past were all saying, hello, Mr. Kenslow, and waving, and kind of just like yesterday at Newport Heights Elementary, when there's also dozens of students who also waved and said hi to me. And likewise, anytime I'm at Ensign Intermediate School too, which I went to on Wednesdays, so it just feels like I belong. There's even one point when I heard my first name, or maybe actually my full name, and I turned around and a couple of students were just complimenting that they like my YouTube videos, they follow me on YouTube and such. So yeah, I'm really appreciative of your support. Although yesterday I was losing my voice again, but today I absolutely was not. It was kind of I guess on the boring side. I mean, I enjoyed being here, but there's like a lot of time, even up to like an hour and a half, where there's like nothing I could do. And like during lunch in science, I was just sitting there and I solved the Rubik's Cube a few times and just waited. And while they were doing their morning assignments and late morning assignments after recess, I couldn't transition much from one assignment to the next assignment or anything. And again, they were working on like the same thing for over an hour. So it kind of reminded me when I substituted at Newport Harbor High School. Their periods are like between 90 and 100 minutes depending on the period, and I was just sitting there at the desk for 3 periods and I just couldn't do anything. So of course I monitored around, but in between monitoring, which was few and far between, I just sat there. But other than that, I mean, I of course enjoy what I do, especially when I get to motivate and encourage students. So this is a conclusion to another very good week in which I got to sub for 60% of the days. I was reminded at Flag Deck that Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so there's no school. And I will probably be back somewhere in the district on Tuesdays, so see you in the next video.